What's up, guys? All right, on today's video, we are going over what I eat in a day, my exact diet and meal plan from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. Before we get started, if you're new, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out tremendously. Leave a comment down below and make sure you like the video. All right, so let's get into it. What I eat in a day, well, I'm about 6'1" and my weight fluctuates between 205 to 210. So let's just say I'm 6'1", 208. And right now, I am not trying to lose weight. I am not trying to gain weight. I am just maintaining my weight. So I eat about 3,500 calories a day. So I'm not saying follow my exact meal plan, but you can use it as a guide as to what you want to do depending on what your goals are. If you're trying to get cut, if you're trying to bulk up, you could easily go online for free. There's a million different websites. You type in your height, you type in your weight, and it'll tell you about how many calories you need to do this or that. But I'm just using this as a guide for you guys as to what I do. All right, there are two staples though that I think you need to do no matter what. One, you need to be drinking water all day. You need to drink at least a gallon of water a day. That is, no matter what, that is an absolute must. Two, you need to be taking vitamins every day. I will tell you the vitamins I'm taking as part of my daily food intake every day. I take fish oil, vitamin C, vitamin B12, vitamin D, and zinc. Those are 5 absolute musts, especially if you're into working out, because they all have benefits for people who work out. Now, as far as my daily meal plan, very simple. First of all, unless you are planning on competing in a competition or doing something along those lines, you do not need to count your macros. You do not need to track every single calorie you eat. It's not like that when you're working out at all. But you do need to stick to a certain type of diet. Like, you know how they say abs are made in the kitchen? Guess what? Muscles are made in the kitchen too. Think about it. Working out is the easy part. Working out is what? An hour out of your day? An hour and 20 minutes tops? Your diet and nutrition is 24/7. It's 24 hours a day. That's the hard part. Working out is the fun part. I look forward to my workouts. So let's go through what I eat. I wake up at 5:30 for work, and I'm too lazy to cook food, so I have a shake for breakfast. My breakfast shake consists of whole milk, basically about 1.5 cups of whole milk, a half a cup of oatmeal, a half a cup of walnuts, 2 big tablespoons of peanut butter, and a banana. That's my breakfast every day. Well, Monday through Friday. On the weekends, it's different because I don't work on the weekends. But Monday through Friday, that's my breakfast shake at about 5:45 a.m. At work, I have my first real meal at about 9 o'clock, so basically 3 hours later. Every day that consists of rice, tuna fish, tomatoes, and vegetables. Now, I work out every day at exactly 12 o'clock because I work out on my lunch. So at about 11:30, I'll have my pre-workout, which is coffee. Like I said, I do not like pre-workouts. I'll take them on the weekends only because I get them for free from some of the clients I train with. But coffee for me actually gives me more energy than a pre-workout, as weird as that sounds. And a cup of coffee a day is actually very healthy for you. There's been studies done on coffee forever. So 11:30, I have my coffee. I'm at the gym by 12. I'm usually finished my workouts about 1, quarter after 1. Immediately after I work out, I have my post-workout shake, which consists of real food. You know how I feel about protein powders. They are a complete waste of money. They are garbage. You might be saying, well, what's that protein powder behind you? Again, one of my clients that I train works for this company, and I get these for free, so I take them. A lot of times I give them away to family members, or I just keep them for emergencies. But no, my post-workout shake at 1:15, like I said, I make the night before. It consists of liquid egg whites, oatmeal, and a banana. That's my post-workout shake. Liquid egg whites are the best kind of protein you could have. Oatmeal is one of the top 2 kinds of carbs you could have. The only thing better than that as far as carbs go are yams and sweet potatoes. And again, banana, you want carbs right after you work out. You want carbs and sugar because that's when your muscle is going to absorb it. So I have my post-workout shake, like I said, 1:15. My next real food meal is about 4:30ish, right when I get home from work. That consists of chicken, rice, vegetables, and Greek yogurt. And that's at about, like I said, about 4:30, 4:45. Then about 3 hours later, at about 7:30ish, 8 o'clock, I will eat again. I will eat fruit, always some kind of berry, either raspberries, strawberries, or blueberries. I will have more chicken, and I will have more rice. And then if I'm still a little hungry before I go to bed, I'll have just something that's straight up protein, maybe like another yogurt, beef jerky, more chicken. As a bodybuilder, or whatever you want to call it, we're not professional bodybuilders, as someone who works out, you never want to be hungry. Hungry and bodybuilding do not go together. So that is basically my meal plan, Monday through Friday. It never changes. And like I said, I drink water all day. I try and get at least a gallon of water in from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. And 1 cup of hot green tea every morning. That's a staple. Everyone should be doing that. I made videos on it. Go check it out. There is a ton of health benefits to green tea. The weekends, it's a little different because, like I said, I don't work on the weekends. So instead of my morning shake for breakfast, I will make 6 whole eggs, Greek yogurt, walnuts, and blueberries. That's my breakfast. I will get to the gym at about the same time, 12 o'clock. So right after the gym, I have the same post-workout shake. And then throughout the day, it's basically the same meals. Tuna and rice. After that, chicken, rice, and vegetables. The only thing different is at night on Saturday and Sundays, I'll eat whatever I want. Because when you are that strict and you stick to a regimen 5 days a week, you could basically eat whatever you want on the weekends. It's actually good to cheat. Believe it or not, it'll make you bigger and it'll make you harder. That's why bodybuilders, I don't know if you ever noticed this before a competition, they literally carb load like crazy because it just fills them out and it makes their muscles just big and round and full. So that is my meal plan. And like I say, I'm not saying copy my meal plan to a T, but definitely use it as a guide as far as what to eat, when to eat. You want to be eating every 2.5 to 3 hours. Like I said, you do not need to go crazy. You do not need to count your macros. It's not like we're competing in competitions here. This is a perfect meal plan to just get big, get hard, and get strong. I get my blood work checked every 6 months. My body fat is right under 13%, and for my height and weight, that's optimal. It is actually not healthy to be in single-digit body fat, and it's just not practical to walk around like that. You would literally be starving yourself and doing hours of cardio every day, and it's just not healthy. As far as cardio, I have a very physical job, so I get my cardio in all day when I'm at work, so I really don't do cardio as far as the treadmill or anything like that. I mean, if I was trying to cut up and lose weight, I would add cardio in, but right now I get enough cardio throughout my day where I don't have to do that. So stick to this as a guide. And I'm telling you, just use your weight though. Like I said, I'm 6'1", about 210 pounds, and this is my meal plan to maintain where I am. I am not trying to gain weight right now, and I am not trying to lose weight. So if at 6'1", 210 pounds, 3,500 calories of what I'm eating is good enough for me to maintain, you can easily figure out what it's going to take for you to lose, gain weight as far as what your goals are. And another thing, if you want, it has been proven that organic food is no different than regular food. So if you don't have the money to buy organic food because it's basically double the price, don't sweat it. There really is no difference. It's the same exact thing. It's been proven time and time again. Now, if you have the money and it makes you feel better to buy organic food, by all means do that. Me personally, I do not buy anything organic. I just get regular food and it's no problem. I've never had a problem. So, like I said, try this out, use it as a guide, and experiment with different foods. If you don't like having chicken all the time, switch it out with turkey. If you want to switch it out with steak every once in a while, I don't like a lot of steak because a lot of red meat is not good for your heart, clogs up your heart. So I try to keep the red meat to maybe on the weekends as part of my cheat meals. I'll have steak or a cheeseburger or something like that. But during the week, I really don't eat red meat. All right, guys, like I said, try this out, use it as a guide, experiment. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and on the next video, we'll be going over more secrets that I've learned from the 20 years of my fitness journey. Check it out.